Hi, my name is Ryan McAllister, and today I will be playing Subway Surfers, an endless runner game developed by Kilu Games for iPhone and Android mobile devices. The company was founded in 2000 by Jacob Moeller, who was joined in 2008 by his brother. It's a private company based in Denmark, and the game was originally released in 2012. But as of 2015, the game has exceeded 500 million downloads on all electronic devices, so it's a fairly popular casual game. It is the company's most popular game, but some people may be familiar with Frisbee Forever, which is another game that they made. So the basic mechanics of Subway Surfer are pretty simple. The player takes control of Jake, a subway vandal who is caught spray painting a train car, and he's given chase by a police officer and his dog. Unfortunately for Jake, he's stuck on a train track, so he has to deal with oncoming trains and other obstacles. And to avoid these, the player has to swipe left or right, or up and down to jump and duck. Now, the track is littered with coins for Jake to collect, which can in turn be used to buy upgrades and outfits in the main menu. This is also how your score is calculated. So that would be pretty boring, except the game throws power-ups at you that you can collect along the way. These are strewn along the track, and they give Jake temporary abilities. So, for example, there's a pogo stick, which launches the player high into the sky. There's another one that gives the player jumping boots, which allows you to jump on the tops of train cars, as your normal jump height can't reach that level. The speed of the game increases the longer you survive, so this creates a fast-paced game that keeps you coming back and trying to beat your high score. I've played the game now for a couple weeks, and I've pretty much unlocked everything there is and gotten all the upgrades I can, but it's still as addicting as when I first picked it up. The game will go on until either you run into something and you're caught, or you just keep going until you're caught. The game, it allows you one or two minor screw-ups, so if you run into a pole or sideswipe a train car, you can still continue running, but the police officer will just appear on screen giving you the appearance that you're about to be caught. As long as you're quick enough, he should disappear. Personally, I find the game incredibly addicting. I've come back, as I said, again and again, and I'm desperately trying to beat my high score. I don't find the upgrades very useful. As I said, with the coins you collect, you can upgrade it from the main menu, but all this really does is increase the longevity of the power-ups that you collect in-game. And you can also get things like a start boost, so instead of starting the game from the main point, it'll just jump you ahead a couple, like a minute or two that you would normally have to deal with. Now, that's not to say that the upgrades aren't useful. It's just that they don't really make the game more fun. They don't add another level of challenge to the game that the player, or they don't add anything that the player hasn't seen yet. All it really does is streamline the game for you, which is nice. However, I would like to see something that differentiates the game and sort of rewards the player for collecting and staying with the game for a period of time. Now, the character also has a hoverboard, which sounds really cool, but it's basically just like your jumping shoes. It allows you to jump extra high, and it also makes your character look really cool, but that's about it. It's mostly an aesthetic enhancement. You have to double tap the screen to use this, and I also felt like this took me out of the flow and rhythm of the game. As the basic controls are just swiping left and right, there's only three sort of columns that the player can traverse in. There's one all the way to the left, one all the way to the right, and one in the middle. And this, coupled with your up and down ability, are really the only movement in the game. It should also be noted that you can get extremely far in the game without using any of the power-ups. The power-ups are there to differentiate the gameplay or just to change things up. They're simply really there to help you get more coins. Even though I didn't use a lot of the upgrades, I was always going after more coins, and this is what keeps track of your score. It's hard to tell if the gameplay speeds up as the further you get along, or if collecting more coins speeds you up. Regardless, the coin collecting is the main thing that really works well with the flow of the game. It would be nice if there was more variety of power-ups available in the game, but as of now there's only about 5, and they all do slight variations of the same thing. Overall though, Subway Surfers is a very addicting game. It's simple for anyone to be able to play, and I would definitely recommend it.